everyone, thanks for joining me again today. Today we're going to be looking at just a couple ideas for some Father's Day gift ideas. Since Father's Day is coming up, so figured we do a little bit of demoing on some products and stuff like that. So let's see. So these aprons I got from Amazon. The link is in the event itself. I will go ahead and try and make sure when I repost it with the link attached. But these aprons are from Elaine Karen. They are just a loop. They're just plain. They have no front pocket or anything. Pretty long, nice and thick, good quality. Probably kind you would find at a restaurant. Probably not as thick as a restaurant. I'll take that back since I did work in the industry long ago, and they do feel not as thick, but good quality. Now the wallets come from Sublimating 101, and they have several different kinds. So they each come in these bags, and I just totally ripped this one, but they come in these baggies, and they do have, I think, 2 different styles with 2 different colors, or maybe I think 5 in total. But this is the brown one. It's like a faux leather. Doesn't smell like leather, but it doesn't smell bad neither. And you just sublimate the top part. It has your little money pouch. You can go ahead and put your cards. Oh, it even has a pocket here. Let me see if there's one here. Yep, there's another one here. So it's relatively a good size wallet for for dad, grandpa, uncle, brother. I mean, it doesn't have to necessarily be for Father's Day, but for this purpose, we're going to use it for Father's Day. So this is the brown one. We're going to be working with that one. They do have a black one in the same style, and then they do have this other style where it has like this little flip pouch thing. So that gives you a little spot to put your driver's license. You want to be like, bam. Actually, you can do maybe like a little fake little driver's license, or like fake little ID badge. Something funny to kind of like throw in there as well. Just some ideas. Even something inspirational, or a thank you for dad, or, a photo, whatever. But just some ideas. But this also has all the pouches. Has another one here, down in here, these little pockets. So this one has a little bit more storage for the man that has more cards in his wallet. But these are those. Let's see, the pricing on these. These come in a pack of 2 for $12.99, makes it about $6.50 each. The wallets are $5.49 on Sublimating 101. Then shipping will depend on how much you order. All right, so for your supplies, of course, you're gonna need, let's see, your transfers. The ones that I'm doing are printed on a 7720. Let's see, I'm using Texprint XPHR paper for both. These designs are mine. This one will be on my website if you're interested. And then this one is not. This one's a custom one that someone had me do. So it's pretty cool. Let's see, you'll need your butcher paper. I already have mine pre-cut, or your protective sheet, whatever you use. I bought mine for 20 bucks, a huge roll from Sam's Club. Let's see, today I'm going to be using the Loctite spray adhesive to go ahead and help secure my transfer onto the apron to minimize my shifting. Of course, a lint roller and your heat tape. I got this fancy looking tape dispenser thing from Amazon. I'm not sure if I like it yet or not. And let's see, and then some tools we just need. Obviously your heat press. I'm gonna use this ruler, and to make sure I have all my measuring down packed onto my apron, I'm using this, I guess it's called like a quilting ruler. I'm not sure, I forgot what it's called, but for all I know is that I use this to go ahead and when I do shirts and stuff like that, or even on pillows, to make sure that I'm even and centered and everything's aligned. I got this one from Walmart. I think it's about 9, maybe $10. So that is that. All right, so the first one we're gonna work on with today is the apron. My heat press is too hot, so I'm just gonna do it on the table and then lift this to transfer it over and slide it on there. And then let's see, which is the correct side on this. All right, so there's a correct side and a wrong side. So obviously the side where you don't see the ribbon. I'm gonna pre-press this just in case. I've never worked with this one specifically before. So we're just gonna make sure we take any moisture out and do that. So we're just gonna do 400. We'll do it about 20 seconds. Okay, we're gonna put this paper off to the side. And now we have, okay, so now we have that. I'm gonna go ahead and lint roll it, take out any fuzzies, because once we begin to press this, you don't want those little beautiful blue squiggly lines that are embedded into your fabric. And then just, let's see, making sure, whoops. All right, okay, we are good to go with that. Now I want to make sure I kind of get that even. Now with your transfer, definitely make sure that you check also that there are no lint. I'm going to tell you this right now. Lint doesn't care about what you're doing. Lint will stick itself wherever it wants to, and it's not fun. So I usually try to, with a clean hand, clean dry hand, I will go ahead and just gently wipe off. Now, if you just printed this right off the printer and you go press, you should be safe. But since I printed this the other day, I don't trust lint at all. And it's given me that same exact reason why I have to like check. All right, so we're, yep, there's a little speckle there of Lord knows what. And then Epsons seem to have a lovely issue with the edges where you will find ink that, and I don't know if you can see it, but with this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off the edge. Sometimes the rollers will just leave like on the corners, it'll leave like some ink splotching. All right, let me just cut all this off. I'm gonna reduce my headaches by doing that. I usually do that with all my transfers. I don't know why the Epsons do that. I've tried turning off the high speed and all the things, and it still shows up. I even tried cleaning the rollers, and sometimes it helps. All right, so with my Loctite spray, shake that up. Have that ready to go. All right, so I'm just gonna use my ruler here and just find a good spot. So I think a good area to come down will be about 4 finger lengths from this line right here, so that it's not too high up and you don't want your design too far down. And let me turn this a little bit. And so let's see, we want it right there, so I have a good idea. And now I just got to figure out a happy spot. Now, since it's too wide, I think one of the things we could do is just kind of press a quick line I'm not even closing it all the way, but just kind of giving myself a line here so I have something to go off of and try to make it as straight as possible. And once we go press this, that line should go away since I didn't really press it long or hard. All right, so now I have a line to line this up. And let me see, it's a little dark in here. So on my transfer, I also went and marked off where my halfway point is, and then I also put I'll put a little lines here with a pencil to also show where the edge of the handles are, so that way I know exactly where I'm going with this. Let's see. I don't want to risk it. I'm just going to fold this in half and do another line. Okay. There we go. So there's that line. All right. So let's go ahead and put the spray on. All right. Just going to use this. Now I'm just going to kind of spray off to the side. Just spray a little bit. I'm just using this as a weight. And just a little bit. Not too much, just enough to make it nice and sticky. Okay, so everything should be on there. I'm just gonna firmly pack that down, transfer this over, and then fit this appropriately and all right, let's get our protective sheet. Whoops. All right, so I just picked that up and just, if you notice that I still have this paper under here, it just kind of makes it easier to slide on versus messing with it and moving the whole transfer and messing the whole operation. So we're doing this 400 for 60 seconds. I'm using about medium pressure. Let's see, the ruler. I got the ruler from Walmart. You can find them at other craft stores. The one from Walmart is like $9 and some change. And that is this one. So this is the one I use to do my pillow covers and other items and stuff like that. So we got about 18, 17, 15 more seconds to go. And then hopefully it came out good. If it didn't, I mean, it's what happens with this stuff. Usually if you have just one order, you definitely want to get multiples, more than one. All right. So I try to lift my press up slowly, just in case. All right. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Sopped up almost all of the ink there. All right, so to avoid press marks, shake it. just gonna shake, stretch. There was a few press marks on there, and I'm just kind of shaking this. And look at that. Ta-da! There's gonna be one happy daddy with his grill master. Look at that. Came out pretty good. I mean, let's see. Let me put it on. Let me try to pick up the camera. Let's put this down real quick. Ta-da! Hopefully you guys could see it. It's, and you can see that I'm, let's say I'm about 5, 6.5. And the apron comes down to like my knees, which is pretty good. But, I mean, I think the position of it where it's at is pretty good. I like it. What y'all think, y'all? Look at that. Came out pretty awesome. All right, so let's move on to the next item. Now, keeping your heat press still at 400 degrees, 60 seconds. We're still gonna use the same for the men's wallet. Yes. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this paper here, since technically we're going to be hanging the wallet off the edge like that. So first off, I'm gonna go ahead and put tape here on the edge to go ahead and avoid any possible ink getting on there. So we're just gonna, okay. I don't think I did this long enough. Nope, sure didn't. All right, so trying to. And so you're just gonna try and line it up as best as possible onto there, and just use your nail or something that can easily push the tape underneath. We don't want any tape to get on top because it will show up. It will, I don't know how tape does it, but the tape does it. It will somehow show up in the print, and then you're like, why? Why tape, why? And then the tape just looks at you like, I don't know. See, this is how, you know, I do this too much and I spend too much time with sublimation, because I sit here and pretend this stuff is talking to me. All right, so then I have both sides already. I mean, you know, I have all of this covered with tape, and we should be good to go right here. I have it all underlined, like I said, because when you make your transfer, definitely, I'm gonna show y'all real quick too. So to make your template, definitely always go ahead and you just measure. So it's about 4 1/4 of, as far as the width, and the length would be about 3 3/4. However, do not make your actual print perfect. Do not say, okay, this is 4 inches, this is 3 inches, and make my square or the rectangle that size, because it will be too short. So if you want to get a full bleed, you have to extend it past. So to show you, this is how much past you'll have to go, if you can see that there on the sides here. So when I go line this up, I make sure that, you know, I have a good little brim so that I can get close, you know, over to the edge as possible when I'm doing this. All right, so same thing, I did a pencil. I took a pencil and I marked the edges, and I marked the edges of where the design is at, so that when I measure, I know that I'm about centered. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line this up. Now, once again, with the tape, when you put your tape down, do not So do not, I'm going to show you not to do. Do not go ahead and, let me see, I don't think you can see. Especially with the wallets or any other, do not do this where you use your nail, and just kind of like do that, because if you, oh, sorry, totally did that. Let me try it again. All right, so just lay the tape down like so. Just don't use your nail or whatever to press it against tight, because if you look, it will go ahead and show up onto the edge right here, and it will cut into your design. It'll block the ink from transferring there, and then you're going to be sad. All right, so once again, let's do this. Now, like I mentioned before, these wallets are from Sublimation 101. They do have other styles available. And then with the excess, I'm just going to go ahead and tab those so I can just peel it right off. I'm just going to flip this over and take a look and see, make sure, use a ruler. So, and we're about, hold on, let me just go ahead and measure this out. So I'm about 2 centimeters on this side, and we are a little too off a little. Once again, I forgot to mention, same thing. Just go ahead and make sure there's no lint on here either. I'm telling you, lint does not care what you're doing. It does not care that you have one item left and it needs to be perfect. Lint will be there doing its thing, laughing at you. And I'm just gonna gently wipe off, and let's realign this again. Okay, so I think we are pretty good. I think we're lined up a little bit better. Once again, I'm just taking it from the edge and just kind of using my markers. And okay, so now I have that going. So once I have my tape down, remember, do not pinch your tape. Let's see. Do not pinch it in at all whatsoever, because it will show up. Maybe I might loosen this one up a little and just put that out there. Yeah, because it will show. All right, so onto the edge. And let's see. We're doing this 400 for 60 seconds. We're using good firm pressure. All right, so one question is that they use the Loctite on coasters. It didn't apply much and it came out sticky. If it comes out sticky, I think you can use baby oil. I think that's what it is. Usually for coasters, I just use the heat tape as best as possible. I used to use Pro Spray, or any kind of sticky spray on, like, let's say like dog tags, and they always came out sticky and such a pain to clean off, especially when during the holidays I was trying to pump out orders. I don't have time to sit there and clean off things, so I learned that heat tape is probably your best way to go. Hi everyone, thanks for joining. So I'll do a quick little recap on some stuff, then we'll talk about some of these items. And we are done with the wallet. Alrighty. Ha! Look at that. Look at that. How awesome. The colors are so vibrant. So vibrant. And look, so I don't have it, the edge came out real good. The money kind of like wrapped to the edges on here. The tape did not block it. If not, you would be able to notice. When I did my son's wallet, there was some spots where the tape was. Luckily, it was like a galaxy dark background, so I was able to color it in with a marker. But see how having this tape does help with, you know, ink getting onto this, and just keeps your edges nice and clean. We'll just go ahead and remove this. As Mike Kaminsky from Sublimation 101, bada bing, bada boom, sublimation. But look at that. I mean, I think the colors are beautiful. I think any dad, grandpa, or whoever would certainly love this. And once again, it has plenty of pockets. You know, it looks like it was, the material is still hot, but it usually doesn't stick. The wallets, once again, they are from Sublimation 101, Mike Kaminsky. He does have a men's wallet bundle that's pretty cool. It's 20 bucks, and you do get one of each and one of each color. So this one that I pressed is actually brown, and he does have a black one. So there's the black version, and then he has another style that is the same, except it comes with this neat little flip wallet that adds about 3 more cards and then 1 card in the back. So, and then I was saying earlier in the video that it would be also cool to do one of those little fake little badges, or like, you know, a little saying for dad, one of the metal aluminum cards that you can put in there. Or of course it could be left blank for, you know, for the driver's license, but that'd be cool just to be like, wow, you know, as a joke. But definitely, I mean, I'm just in shock. I love the colors. Like I said, my transfers were from my Workforce 7720 using text print XPHR paper, using Cobra inks, and what else? I think that's about it for as far as the transfer. And then this design is actually someone who requested this one, and I'm sure they are going to love it. I mean, it came out really awesome. I mean, these are great sellers. From Mike Kaminsky, these are $5.49. I would say for a retail price, you can price them anywhere between 25 to about 40 bucks, depending on your location. If you're selling online, you know, I would definitely make sure not to go low. But if you're trying to sell local, definitely $25 roughly if you're doing something simple. If you're having to design or doing like a photo collage and stuff like that, definitely I would look around in the $40 region. Know your worth. Don't ever, you know, sell yourself short. You know, it's definitely one of those things that you will hear consistently over and over again. Do not sell yourself short. Even with family and friends, I usually, for me, I don't even go lower, because at the end of the day, if they're not buying this from you, let's say for 40 bucks, they're going to buy it from someone else for 40 bucks. So you shouldn't, you know, like I said, do not sell yourself short. For me, I do give a friends and family discount, just $5 or so I knock off, depending what it is. But still, at the end of the day, if they're not getting it from me for the price that I'm asking for, and even then, I'm usually just slightly lower than most, or I'm saying most companies, larger companies out there, but still, once again. But these would go great paired with anything. Father's Day gift, big, big, big winner. Definitely, I mean, for about $6 and you're selling it around, let's say on average $30, I mean, it's definitely a winner in my book. And then to package these, you can use the little plastic packaging. They do sell like little gift boxes and stuff like that. That would work perfectly, you know, just to do a nice little presentation. But that's awesome. And then as far as the apron goes, you missed it. The apron is actually from Amazon. The company is Elaine Karen. So hers are $12.99 for 2. So that's about $6.50 a piece. I would say that you could probably sell these around $15 to $25, depending in that area. I mean, depending how, if you're doing something simple, nothing customized, $15 for something like this would be great. You're having to spend time to customize, definitely include your time. Time is money. Your time is precious. And designing these graphics and coming up with things and working with customers do take time. And try to limit how much you extend yourself to them and when it comes to creating stuff like these. Because, you know, you'll go back and forth, and now your time for something that should have cost more will mean almost nothing, if you get my drift. But definitely, you know, pairing this with some barbecue tools, you know, folding it up and rolling it with like some little, the little burlap twill. I mean, there's different ways to package it, advertise and everything. But if you have any questions, even if this video is on replay, so thank you all for joining me. If you have any questions, definitely go ahead and comment into the video. I'll still be able to see it. If not, you can definitely send me a PM. But other than that, enjoy the rest of your day.